Anyways, cheers, man.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Oh, man, Austin, this sake is so good I could hug you right now.
Don't. You can stay right there.
Yeah. I say that because today, we got another great sake from our friend Rena. Thanks so much. We're going to send you this video, and you're going to see it before everyone else.
Sorry, I'm coughing over everything.
And you're coughing over me too.
You know,
I felt
okay.
that.
So the last sake that we had was very wine flavored, and it was really, honestly, I've never had anything like it. It was good. I really enjoyed it. This though, this is something else.
So you enjoy the other one, but you really like this one.
I like this one.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
This is not my jive. This is not my jive.
This means more for me.
Great. Yeah, more for you. Go for it, man. So I got to tell you guys. So I
want to pause here. I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay.
Because I just want to say this is the Friday night of sake. Right
No,
here.
It's not.
This is the embodiment of Friday night.
No, it's not.
It is though. It absolutely is.
What makes it Friday night?
You know what? This sake, I'll tell you what I feel like when I drink this. It feels like it's like 9 p.m. and I'm like 23 and I'm like,
are you drinking all your crappy alcohol?
No. I'm talking about this sake makes me feel like it's 9 p.m. on a Friday night and I'm 23.
I know.
It makes me feel like that.
No, I get it, but I just so that kind of really just takes me back to a time when I went to my friend's frat party. He was in a frat, in the U district, and he wanted me to bring some beer. So I brought I brought a nice 6-pack of good beer, and they looked at it. They're like, "Nah, dude, this isn't gonna work." And then we went out. We got like a 48-pack of like PBR, because they just want to get drunk, man.
Oh my God!
So, just to tell you guys though, so for lunch, we had a beer. Then we just filmed another video where we drank some sake, and now we're on this, which is kind of harder sake,
dude.
And Austin's already feeling it.
I mean, I am, but like you triggered a core memory bringing that up because my roommate in college, we used to share a condo together.
Yeah,
and he had crap taste in beer.
Yeah,
so like. I would ask him like, oh, dude, you go pick up a case of beer and like, let's chill and, hang out on the weekend and stuff. Cause like I said, we both went to UW and it's like, we had very similar schedules. So anyways, he would go pick up Stella
Artois.
Oh God. And it's like, especially being from Seattle, it's like Seattle people are really uppity about their, like, you need to get craft beer.
Yeah.
You need to get the craft, because Seattle's got some really good craft beer, right? And then he goes and gets Stella, and it's like, dude, I wanted to slap him. It's like, what is wrong with you?
What was funny, though, was that I got good craft beer, and they were like, no, let's get the PBR.
Yeah, but that's because you just hung out with uneducated swine. I hate bad beer, man. Oh, God.
Did you know that the group of guys who founded the Starbucks company before Howard Schwartz took it over, they quit that, and they ended up making Red Hook?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Red Hook is amazing. I love Red Hook beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pyramid's also
really good. Yeah.
If you go to Seattle, Red Hook, Pyramid, Irish Death by Iron Horse Brewery over in Ellensburg.
That sounds like a metal song.
Yeah,
a heavy metal song.
Yeah, it's actually my sister lives in Ellensburg, and like that's one of the awesome things about going to visit her is I can go get Irish Death, and it's a dark beer. It's so good. Oh, I love it. It's like Guinness, but like 10 times better.
Before we talk about like the main topic, I wanted you said a word that I don't want to say triggered me, but kind of piqued my interest.
You trigger me, I trigger you.
I know,
it's like
we're triggering each other.
We're a feedback loop.
We've been drinking too much.
We are.
So you use the word core memory, which I think when we've both moved to Japan, that was not a word so much in common parlance. Yeah. But over the past years, I've seen so many people in the comment section of
because of Inside Out, man.
That's what it was.
It's from Inside Out.
Yeah. Because I remember my sister said that to me, like, you're building core memories with your sons. I'm like, what are you, a psychologist or something? Why are you using language like that? Because I never used that word.
God, this is getting better the more I drink it. This is good. Thank you, Rena.
Thank you, Rena. Thank you, Rena. But yeah, so like,
Yeah.
It's funny how like, so I don't know if I should say this on channel because we're kind of like talking about American culture, but I feel like, since we're in Japan, American culture has continued to kind of like develop and we're still kind of back here a little bit.
Oh, dude, I feel like the old man when I go back. It's like, who the hell are these people on TV?
Yeah.
I don't, what are you're calling me unk now?
I know.
Like, what? What's an unk?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's,
You know that term, right? Unk?
I have no
idea. That's what young kids call like people in their 30s.
Oh, like
millennials. Yeah, it's from millennial, but it's basically like kind of like old man, but it's unk.
Well, yeah, because when you and I left, we were still kind of the young up and coming group, and now we're kind of like getting to be the older, uncool group.
Very much.
Yeah, but anyway, so today, I wanted to talk to you about hugging in families as well as like displays of affection because I remember my wife saw how much my family hugged each other and she said, "Oh, I wish my family did that."
Yeah. Well, dude, it's so, we were talking about this at lunch because I remember coming to Japan and, seeing people's families here. And I used to think that, wow, Japanese people are really cold.
Yeah.
Like they're just uncaring. And I especially like, as a man, like I look at how men do stuff here.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of father figures that really come off as like standoffish, uncaring, and cold. And I think if you talk to me when I first came over here, or, even like probably like 6 or 7 years ago, if you talk to me and it's like, oh yeah, it's Japanese men just don't know how to show affection and they're just, they can't show emotion and they're just really cold. And I think recently I've really changed my mind on that. And I think that that's not true at all. And I think that you do see families that are very affectionate, but what we consider to be affectionate is like completely different from how affection is showed in Japan. Like, I'll give you an example. Well, I'm not going to give personal details, but I've seen like people that I thought were like really, really cold and standoffish. And then I find out it's like, oh, well, they're paying for this person's like, rent or like cell phone bill and they're like supporting this person. And it's like, they're not really showing like direct physical affection, but they're showing affection like, I'm going to support you.
Yeah.
Even no matter what happens, I want you to feel safe because I'm supporting you. Like that kind of feeling. And I like that. It's nice.
It's funny you mention that because it's almost like it's a philosophy of, why do I need to say it? Why do I need to express it explicitly? I'm already expressing it implicitly.
Dude, 100%. Like, I mean, even in my marriage, like with my wife, like we have a good relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of how to say this without her getting mad because she watches our YouTube channel. But like what I'm trying to say is like, she won't say I love you unless I say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like that relationship isn't there, but it's just like, I really just don't think people say I love you here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the same with family members. Like, I'll give you an example. When my family, like when we're leaving the US, like when I bring my wife and kids over to the US and like we're visiting and we see my family and everything, like my parents are sobbing and they're like, hugging us like when we're getting ready to leave. And they're just like, oh, I don't want you guys to leave and everything. And, it's funny because when we go see my wife's family, it's like, hey, they'll cry because it's like, it's sad when, especially, we got kids. It's like, they don't want to see the kids go away. But it's like, it's still like, there's not a lot of physical contact.
Yeah.
Right? But that's not like that feeling isn't there.
Yeah.
They just don't show it physically. Right?
Yeah. It's funny because, so I grew up where in the first maybe.
God, man, this is so good. I love this so much.
Really good. So we need to ask Serena to do a special order.
Yeah, get us like a bottle like this big, please.
And Austin will drink all of it.
I will drink a little all of it.
I'll drink a little bit of it, but Austin could drink most of it. If you can get more, of this one would be the best for me. No, this one's way better. This is so much better, dude.
No, you're crazy. Anyways, that one's good though. I did like that one.
So I grew up. So my dad was really, really busy with work, and I never saw him when I was living in Germany. And then even then, he would be gone for 2 weeks at a time when I was growing up, because he still had a business in Germany, but we lived in America. And when he would be with us for the 2 weeks or whatever, he would make a point to tell me, I love you every day. And sometimes it'd be like, hey, Arthur, did I tell you I love you yet today? And I was like, no, you haven't. He's like, okay, well, I love you. And that used to make me feel kind of weird, because I now that I see that, I really appreciate that. But at that time, because it was said every day, it felt more like a performance and kind of lost its meaning.
Interesting. Okay.
I see this with other family members. I don't want to say who. There are people who will say, I love you, or they'll compliment me, or they'll be really affectionate towards me. But it almost feels like it's almost like a performance.
Sure.
And I remember when I talked to my wife about this too, not about that, but you know, I'd be very affectionate. And I told her, I'm like, you never say you love me. Because in America, it's kind of a given that you say, I love you. You should say, I love you all the time. And I said to her, like, yeah, you don't say you love me. And her response just like shell shocked me. She said, okay, so if I say I love you, does that mean I love you? Do you need me to say that to you? I was like, oh, I see. She's like, I show you I love you all the time. Like, if I have to say it, it's almost like I take the power out of it. Because and keep in mind, she likes hugs. She loves that my family hugs. She wishes her family hugged more. Although she would feel a little bit weird if it was her family hugging. I think it's because my family is foreign, so the base is different. So that's okay. But if it's like a Japanese person, it feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it was really funny, because for her, just like with a lot of Japanese culture, so much of it is implicit. But then again, I've seen a lot of other Japanese people. Granted, a lot of Japanese people who moved to the United States or who really love American culture, the type of Japanese people who say to us, why would you live in Japan? It sucks here. And they would say, oh man, I love that everyone hugs all the time. I wish my family hugged me at home.
You know, the weird thing, the thing that's always really confused me, because I think the Western perception of Japan is like very much kind of fits into like what you've been describing of like people are not physical here. And when you come to Japan, like even like I'll go to Shibuya or go to like any place where like young people are going out.
It's not us anymore, but okay.
Yeah, no, very much not. I'm 36 years old now, and it's
old fart.
I feel it, man. I feel it. But young people are going out, and you'll see couples, like just Japanese couples, not international person, Japanese person. I'm talking about two Japanese people as a couple together. You don't see like personal displays of affection.
Yeah.
PDA.
Public displays.
Or public, whatever.
PDA. Public displays of affection.
I'm drunk. You don't see it. In fact, I will even go so far as you very rarely see couples walking together and holding hands.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to be honest, even I do it like 50% of the time. Like sometimes I'll hold my wife's hand. The other time I kind of do what like most Japanese guys do. It's like they walk ahead and then their family's back here. I catch myself doing that too. And you know, it is what it is. But you very rarely, like I will never see like a guy and a girl like hugging each other in public. Very rarely see holding hands, kissing. Absolutely not.
Yeah, right.
Right. And it's the same with like family members. Like when you see families here in Japan, like you'll see, I think one of the exceptions that you will see is like dads playing with their kids. Like that's especially like younger dads. I would say like dads our age and younger. There has been a huge flip of like the image of Japanese men, because like in previous generations, like the idea of a dad has been like very uncaring. Like I don't deal with my family. My wife takes care of my kids. I drink and work. That's what I do. And I think a lot of guys have really tried to break that stigma. And you'll see a lot of guys that are our age or younger that are like really participating in their families. And like, I'll like, I go to Hoikuen, like the daycare, and I would say the people who are picking up their kids nowadays, it's almost 50-50.
Yeah, right.
You know, before you see a lot of moms coming and picking up kids, it's almost 50-50. There's a lot of dads that are coming and picking up their kids now. But anyways, why am I bringing this up? So, here's the thing. This is the stigma of Japan. It's like people are very standoffish. They're not physical at all. But the weird thing is, so as a teacher, I see junior high schoolers. They touch each other all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable.
It's weird, man. You'll see like boys in classroom, like sitting on each other's lap. Like guys will come up to behind girls and like hug them. And it's like, they're so physical, dude. And it's the same thing when people are in their 20s and they're with their friends. Right? You see girls together, they're all touching each other. You see guys hanging out together, they're all touching each other. But as soon as it's like a guy and a girl, or as soon as it's like family, nobody wants to touch each other. It's so I keep thinking about how like weird that is.
Yeah, well it's funny because, you know, so and I don't mean this as like to put down like Japanese people, Japanese men at all, but I feel like the majority of Japanese guys, if they were to go to America, people would think they're gay just because of how they're acting.
Dude,
right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And so like it's with the fashion, but it's also with the touching. You know? Like I remember seeing actions between boys here, thinking, man, that's so gay. Man, if I did that in the States, people would think I'm gay or something like that.
Seriously.
Yeah. And it's weird because like it's funny because like on one side, it almost seems like you know, the stereotype is that Japanese people are very standoffish. They don't show their they don't show their feelings.
Yeah.
But then like on the other side, it's almost like people from the States are way more prudish than stuff, you know? I remember we talked about this in a video on my other channel too, but like I remember seeing two boys that were probably in middle school. Late middle school.
Yep.
And one of them was like putting his cheek against the other guy like this. And I was like, dude, are they like lovers or something?
Dude,
so weird.
I can't tell you the amount of times. So it's like I said, I'm a school teacher. I work at a junior high and high school. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen boys tackle each other to the ground and just like hug on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like super normal.
Yeah.
It's weird.
If you did that in the States, someone would punch you.
Someone would punch you, be like, dude, get off me. What are you, gay? Like, I mean, maybe I'm just from a previous generation where it's like that was more not okay, but I don't know. It's like so crazy for me that these two things exist in the same country.
Yeah.
Where like people are really, really, really physical until it gets to family.
Yeah.
Which
is weird for me because family is more intimate, and that's
right. You would think
more,
that, right? You would think that. You would think that. And it's just like, I don't know. Like for me personally, I'm not really like the touchy type. I talked about this on our previous episode. You know, I don't know. Like, you know, I'll hug my family, but it's not something I'm like really enthusiastic about doing. And it's not because I don't care about them, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't like being touched.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, it's funny because I'm kind of like the opposite. Like with my dad, like even now, he's like, kiss me on the head. I'm 34.
Oh, dude, that would drive me nuts. I couldn't do that.
And I'm just like,
oh my God. Absolutely not, man. Yeah. I don't know how you can tolerate that.
Well, no, but here's the thing, right? So, because it's funny because
man, dude, that makes me uncomfortable. Like,
yeah, sorry, Dad. I guess you can't be friends with Austin.
Dude, I love your dad. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want him to kiss me on the forehead, though.
I don't want him to kiss you on the forehead either, man. No.
Dude, you were all jealous that I was talking to him when he was here. It was like, oh, I guess you're just going to replace me.
No, no. Okay, let's take this back a step, because actually I did want to talk to you about this, and maybe we should talk about this off the channel. But I've had my closest friends in my life have consistently said, Arthur, I like you, but I like your dad more. And like, it's funny because it's not just you. It's a pattern in my life, and so we don't need to talk about that in detail here. But I want to talk to you about that afterwards. But I understand my dad's a really popular.
It's a
guy.
Joke, man. Is it
really a joke? It's fine if it's not a joke.
Your dad is very fun.
Yeah,
your dad is very fun.
Yeah, what's funny though.
But we're pals. We have the Austin and Arthur show.
No. Listen,
it's our thing.
No, I'm beyond being jealous or anything like that. But like, what's funny, I noticed with my dad, and this is a complete tangent, but and I especially realized this in last time he came and visited, because my son's really into video games.
Yeah.
And I'm not really into video games, but I used to be into video games, so I can really understand his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So then I talked to my dad about video games, and he like feigns interest so much. Like, oh, that's interesting. Tell me more about that. And I can see his eyes are not engaged in it. But he, it's funny with my dad, like, he had a really high paying job and he lived the life of James Bond almost.
Sure.
But all of it is because he was a nice guy that got people to like him, and people gave him opportunities because they like him. And I think it's because no matter who he talks to, he tries to find interest in what they're talking about, even if he's not interested.
I think he has a really good ability of just... I mean, I'm basically going to say the same thing you said, but like he's really good at just being open about things.
Yeah.
Whereas this, like, even if it's something he's not interested in, he'll take the time and listen to people. And I think that's not something a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
a lot of people pretend to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. But anyways, so back to we're talking about. So my dad is very affectionate towards me, and my dad, he'll send me, even now, almost every day, at least 3 times a week, he'll send me a message saying like, "I love you."
Wow. I feel like a bad son.
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. It just makes me feel bad. I probably message my family like once a month.
No. I don't message my dad.
Yeah.
He messages me.
Oh, okay.
He messages me.
Yeah.
Like even today. No, this was yesterday actually. So in our house you can see the ocean, right? And he'll take a picture every morning.
Your house in Boston?
In Boston, yeah.
Yeah.
So he wakes up really early in the morning, and what he does for me and my sister is he'll take a picture of the sunrise.
Yeah.
And he'll just say, "Good morning."
Dude, I want to see this, man. You gotta.
It's right here.
You don't have to send it to me now.
No, I'm not going to send it to you.
I'd love to see, like.
No, look at this. Look at this. So sorry, this is kind of personal. I can't.
You guys can't see this.
Okay. No, so my dad. Right. So this is yesterday. He said, "Good morning, homie." Took a picture of it.
Oh man, that does look nice.
And he sends this to me like all the time. Look, this is on Monday.
Yeah.
And then this is on. That's on like
nice.
Some days ago.
I like that.
Yeah. So he says, "Good morning.
Yeah.
I love you." And it's funny because like I think a lot of Japanese people would see that and think, "Oh, that's so nice." Yeah. But then if it's a Japanese person, like if their dad did that to them, they'd be like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
One thing that I find really interesting. So I have met a lot of people here who their parents are separated because I think divorce has like become a lot more common here in Japan because women have kind of realized like
they can be
I just don't have to put up with this guy's nonsense. So yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Right. And I think objectively that's a good thing. It's like I feel like if people are unhappy that they should get divorced. But like, anyways, but I've met a lot of people here who are married and they have some like big steps in their life, like they're gonna get a house, they're gonna have a child, they're gonna have, they're gonna get a car together, like big life steps, right? And one of the things that I'll notice is there's a lot of parents here, it's specifically the divorced parents that just buy it. Like,
buy what?
Just buy it. Just buy the thing. Like, I know a lot of people here who, their parents got divorced and dad has a lot of money, so he just buys them a house.
Oh, okay. I see.
You would never see that in America.
Yeah.
Someone buying someone a house? Well, absolutely not.
So here's kind of the interesting thing about that, because, traditionally in the States, now because the economic climate is really tough, it's changed a bit. But until
the economic climate's really bad here too.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, when people would turn 18 or they would become adults or they graduate college, it was like, okay, you're paying rent or you're living on your own.
Yeah.
And that's paying rent in the house, because it was seen as like, okay, you're no longer a child. You need to contribute to the household. Give us some money so we can upkeep the house, or live on your own.
Dude,
but that's like unthinkable.
Like
here.
Even before that, like think about it. You have chores.
Yeah.
Like even when, basically when you become like a late child to an early teenager, what do parents in the U.S. do? Well, you got weekly chores. You got daily chores.
Right.
You have to do those.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, you get punished. If you do it, you get rewarded.
Yeah.
Right?
I need to ask you, Arisan, when you were growing up in Japan, did you ever do chores where you had to do kaji around the house and you got money? Did you ever? No. Yeah. So
that's an American thing.
That's an American thing.
Yeah.
That's totally American, where you get X amount of dollars every week if you clean the dishes. And my wife really likes this too, so she pays our son to do dishes.
Are you kidding me? As soon as my daughter's a little bit older, dude, it's awesome. You know what? She's already doing that. I taught her to put her dishes away.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it was like, dude, you can't eat over in this area if you don't put your dishes away. And she's like, well, I'm not going to do that. And then she didn't put her dishes away and she wasn't allowed to eat over there.
Yeah.
And she got really angry about that. And I was like, well, if you put your dishes away, you can go sit over there. Okay. And then
she did it.
She puts her dishes away now. And it's great.
Yeah. It's funny. That goes back to the point you were talking about before, where like in the States, things are a lot more overt.
Yeah.
But then they say, I love you. I support you. I'm so happy you're here. You compliment your kids. Yeah. But then, like, okay, you're an adult, pay rent or leave. But in Japan, it's like, no, you can stay here as long as you want.
Dude, you got people, full-blown adults living here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not uncommon for people to be in their, like, 30s and sometimes 40s, like, still living with their family.
Yeah,
like,
that's so weird.
I know there's a guy who's Japanese that I know, and he's married, but his wife works down in like Kansai.
Yeah.
She like frequently goes down there, like hops back and forth.
Okay.
But he lives here in Tokyo.
Okay.
And he works in Tokyo, and they just live in their parents' house.
That's weird.
And it's just like, they live a normal life, but it's just like, he just lives in his parents' house.
It's funny. It's funny how you say that, because actually, so Natsumi's parents, they kind of did that. Like, so I remember when she was really young, like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
She lived in an apartment while they were building a house, but it wasn't really building a house. Yeah. It was building an addition to her parents' house.
Yeah.
So like you have this like small
That's very
house
common.
that has like a corridor that connects to the house that he grew up in.
Yep. Yeah.
And he's the oldest son, so of course he's supposed to take care of the kids, of the parents, oyakoko, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny because in the States it's like, oh, I love you so much. Okay, you're old enough, pay money or leave.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, man. I want my kids to stay as long as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my kids to stay as long as possible, but I want them to be part of a team. And it's funny because this is very, like, I feel like this is a very, kind of like we talked about in our previous episode about Christianity, like Protestant work ethic thing, where everything is about contributing. Now, the reason why is because I want to feel like, so this might also be because of my last name. My last name is very unique, but I have kind of like a sense of legacy. Like I want to build a family identity for Zetises.
Yeah.
Because there's only one Zetas family in the world, and it's my family. And
meanwhile, Millers are on every continent.
I know, right?
We've spread far and wide.
Yeah. It's so funny because when my dad went back to Sparta, where our family's from,
there's probably a Miller there, right?
Well, there probably is there. But he went back and he found a guy named Zetas, George Zetas. And the George was like, yeah, we're both named Zetas, but we're not part of the same family. I'll help you find your family, though. Turns out they're related. So, yeah. But so, like, what I want to do is, like, you know, I want to try to give my kids agency where they don't feel like, of course, if they need help, they can get help. But I don't want them to feel handicapped of like, oh, daddy's always going to take care of me, so I don't need to try. I want them to get strong on their own, you know?
Yeah. I think that's a big difference, though. It's like you have 2 boys, I got 2 girls.
And
one of the things that, like a big difference between boys and girls, or like men and women, is men typically are more open to the idea of leaving their hometown and leaving their family to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where women typically aren't. Now, that's not always true, but generally speaking, women are more, what's that word? Sedentary?
Yeah, sedentary, yeah.
Where they want to stay around their family, and men are more open to the idea of like leaving and going somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're 2 really good examples of that, right?
We went really far away.
We're like super far away from our families. And there's a reason why you see predominantly, I don't know other countries, but like if speaking specifically about Westerners, like European and American, there's far more men over here than there are women.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is just like men are just more willing to, for lack of a better word, abandon their family and go start a new life, right? And so one of the things about that, it's like I'm kind of glad I have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
That it's like my hope, you know, it's like I want my kids to have like an American education on some level, especially in college. But like I don't want my daughters to live in America. I want them to live here. You know what I mean?
I want my boys to be refined in America, but I want to build a strong foundation in Japan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic we can talk about. But
the Miller clan will become a household name in Japan.
It's so funny because like so sometimes, you know, I meet people who are fans of our show.
Yeah.
And I ask them, what do you want us to talk about? And most of them say, wow, you've talked about so much stuff. I don't know what else.
Yeah.
But then if they come up with something, they'll say, I don't know about relationships, about family.
Dude, we get requests for like dating and relationships so much.
I know.
So much. And it's like, you know, it's a fun topic to talk about, but like, you know, both of us are kind of like middle-aged at this point. So it's like,
don't say that.
I don't know, man.
It's true, but don't say that.
But it's true though. And it's just like, for me, it's just like, I don't know. Like when it comes to dating, it's like,
yeah.
Look, if you're 60 years old and you're looking for love, best luck.
Yeah. If you want a dating advice episode, please let us know. I know we're both
This is like the 3rd time we've done one. This is the 3rd time we've friggin' done one. Dude, every time, I remember, okay, look, I used to really like when we did the live episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, you know, they were kind of like really exhausting to go through, especially because like we had to meet at like 9 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of awkward, but it was so funny because like when we get these episodes, we would just get like these. Look, you know what? You are a viewer and you like our show, so I'm going to try my best to not insult you. But like, we get these people who are like in their 60s and they're just like, you know, I'm looking for a man to date. And I'm just like.
2 times. That happened 2 times.
But I remember it.
I
remember it deeply. Yeah. And it's like, look, you know what? I appreciate that you're looking for love at that age, but.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, lady.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. But it's funny because a lot of people, you know, I feel like a lot of women especially, they have like akogare towards international relations. Like, I I wish I could date with a Western guy. He's so chivalrous and so ladies first. But it's not as nice as people think it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think here's the thing. In Western society, there is a specific way that men are expected to treat women. And you see that in daily life. Like, I'm not even talking about from a romantic sense. I'm talking about, like, basically, if you talk to any Western guy and you ask him, like, would you hold the door open for a woman? It's like, yeah, I mean, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I don't even think about it. It's not even like, I'm not even thinking about it from a sense of like, oh, I want to show courtesy and hold the door. It's just automatic. It's like, oh, yeah, of course, that's what you do. You hold the door open for a woman.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, I think there's a lot of people over here who've, like, fantasize about, like, these actions. I mean, no, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. They fantasize about the actions.
Accurate.
Right?
I'm laughing because it's true.
Right? It's so true. They fantasize about the actions, like, oh, I just want a man who will hold the door open for me. But, like, let's be real with you. I'm gonna pull the sheet off and reveal the fact that we're just as dumb as the rest of the men in the world. Right? We are not holding the door open for you because we're trying to be courteous. It is an automatic response because that's what our moms told us when we were kids.
Yeah.
You hold the door open for women.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's automatic.
I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm trying to be romantic. Yeah. It's like, woman goes through door, open door for her.
Yeah. That's
my brain.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that breaks the friggin' fantasy of it, but it's like, I'm so tired of seeing Western men being fetishized over here because people think we're romantic. We're not any more romantic than anybody else. We were just told stuff when we're kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a whole, dude, you're opening up a whole can of worms. We talked about this years ago with Gaijin Hunt.
Oh my God, man.
We could talk about this on another episode. If you guys want to hear Austin complain more about stereotypes about white men, please let us know in the comments.
I'm very good at it.
All right, I'll see you next time. We'll do the questions, but I'll see you next time.
For sure.